Magic Overtime with Dante and Galante is brought to you by Tobacco Free Florida. Coach, what are your impressions of the new show? Coach, we got our own show, Dante and Galante. What do you think about that?
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's embarrassing, and I feel badly for our fans.
Kick it. From our Magic Studios in Orlando, Florida, this is Magic Overtime with Dante and Galante.
Well then, welcome everyone to Magic Overtime with Dante and Galante. Thanks for tuning in. I am Dante, this is Galante, and the man down on the end needs absolutely no introduction. He is Orlando Magic superstar Dwight Howard. Dwight, you've been on our internet show a few times. This is a little bit different, isn't it?
It is. I like it. I like the whole setup. You know, the studio is nice. It's tight.
It's a little intimidating, though, right?
Kind of. You know, with Stan back here yelling at us.
We wanted you to feel right at home. We wanted you to feel right at home with Stan yelling. And all
I
that.
do. You know, I'm used to it. It really looks like he's saying,
Good. So we sent the message. That's what we were shooting for.
That's what we're looking for.
Well, George, we started as Summer League. We didn't know what the heck we were doing with that. Now they put us on TV. I don't get it.
I just don't understand how there's not a rerun of Barney Miller or Laughing or something. They could roll something over this time slot.
Dwight, meet our producer, the man back in the control room. He is Mad Dog. Mad Dog, how are you tonight?
How's it going, guys?
Good, doing well. You ready for a show here or
I'm
what?
ready. I guess this is what a television show looks like, huh, guys?
That's what our television show
That
looks
look like
like.
a Mad Dog, Dwight? Does that guy look like a Mad Dog?
Look pretty mean, don't I?
yeah.
Yeah, right.
He looks scary.
Yeah.
Well, Dwight, we know about your accomplishments and your short tenure, 4-year career, starting year number 5. We know you won a gold medal, rebounding title. All these accolades keep
And they mean
racking up.
nothing. They mean nothing on this show.
They
Absolutely
don't.
nothing.
This is not even basketball. This is off the court.
We want to know about Dwight, the human being. If we had to ask you, what is Dwight like off the basketball court, what would you tell us?
Okay.
Keep in mind we're on TV now.
It's
not
late
the
night
air.
TV.
We're on TV?
Late night TV, but not that late.
Okay. Well, you know, I'm pretty much laid back. You know, I love watching movies, playing video games, long walks on the beach,
Right.
horseback riding.
My attempt to be humorous.
Horseback riding. Well, not correct. Actually, a couple of days ago, we caught up with some of your teammates, Dwight. We got a little bit of a surprise for you. Here's what your teammates consider you to be like off the court. If we could roll the video, Dwight Howard off the court.
Funny guy, loves to poke fun at every little thing.
A 15-year-old with a boatload of money.
He's just trying to make somebody laugh. I mean, impersonations of everybody starting with Coach down the line.
Dwight's, he's a goofball. He likes to have fun.
Every day it's a surprise. You know, he's just a fun-loving guy. And, you know, he's quick to point out things that are funny and crack practical jokes.
The other day I was in my room. My doorbell rang. I went to go look through the peephole, and there was a giant man with a Saw 4 mask on. So that was a little freaky. And, of course, it was Dwight. So he's been known to pull pranks like that.
He really have a really awesome predisposition. He's very thoughtful, really cares about his teammates, really cares about people around him, treats people with a lot of respect. Is a big kid, totally big kid.
To be around Dwight is just to know him and to love him as a person. So Big Silly is what I call him. He really an outgoing, funny guy.
Big Silly.
Big Silly, Dwight. Assess your teammates' description of you off the court.
I think they're about right. You know, I love, you know, doing the practical jokes, you know, just having fun. You know, that's just me. You know, if you ever catch me out in the streets at the movie theater, the mall, or the bowling alley, I got a wig on or a mask. Or, you know, I'm just trying to do something, you know, fun. You know, sometimes I forget that I'm in the NBA, and I think that I'm just like.
Well, let's thinking of that. Talk about when we were in Oklahoma City, and we were down in the hotel lobby. I don't know if anybody's ever seen the movie The Last Dragon. Have you ever seen the movie The Last Dragon? And there's a character. Why don't you tell the viewers out there what was walking around the lobby down there in Oklahoma City?
I was walking around the lobby with a Show Enough outfit on. I didn't get to wear it on Halloween because we lost on our opening night, and I didn't want to come into the game dressed up as Show Enough. But
so you decided the whole plane ride to Oklahoma City was a good time to wear that.
It was.
Right.
It was. It was fun. You know, I remember driving my car to the airport, and everybody looking at my car like, who is that big black dude with a wig on and a fake mustache? Nobody knew who it was, and then my teammates, they really got a kick out of it. You know, that's just kind of the stuff I like to do, just to, you know, keep people level-headed and not think so much about, you know, life or, you know, basketball or whatever it is.
And also try to scare them half to death, like you did with the Jigsaw. The Jigsaw Mask, you're a big fan of the Saw movies, and you did that to JJ.
Yeah, I'm always doing that. Actually, I went to the movies with that mask on when Saw 5 came out and scared the crap out of everybody in the movie theater. And, you know, I just like to do stuff like that, man, to just let people know that, you know, even though I'm considered to be, you know, this person on the basketball court, you know, off the court, you know, I'm the most fun-loving dude you'll ever meet.
Or you're just not right, though.
Yeah,
you're just not
there's
right.
part of that, too.
You're off. You're off just a little bit.
Like how?
You're just off. You're
okay.
just off just a tad.
I'm special.
You are.
I'm special.
You know what? You are special.
Well, Dwight, there's got to be dwindling the places that you actually can go out in public, becoming such a national celebrity. Is that why maybe part of the costume so people don't recognize?
Sometimes I do the wigs. Yeah. You know, I might wear, you know, like some long hair with some glasses on.
Good.
Or I might wear, you know, the Anderson, Anderson Varejao, whatever his name is.
Right.
I have his wig.
Oh, nice.
Yo, so I wear that a lot.
But talk about your national celebrity, though, Dwight. When you go to these cities, the people know who you are, and it's got to be the places. You can't go out in public that often.
No, I really can't. But, you know, I enjoy it. You know, it comes along with the territory of being a professional basketball player and also a role model, you know. So I'm willing to, you know, take pictures, you know, sign autographs. That stuff is fun for me. You know, I grew up around a lot of kids and, you know, just being, you know, around a lot of people. So I'm a big people person.
What about the national commercials now? They're starting to unfold. My favorite one, which had to be the toughest for you as far as lines go, was the McDonald's one where you don't say a thing.
Yeah, that was the toughest one because I was just sitting there doing.
Were there lines originally in the script and they took them out? What happened with that?
No, they just wanted to get my facial, you know, features, I guess.
Your game face?
Yeah, my game face. It was like, do the game face. And I'm like, they're like, that's not a game face. I'm like, yeah.
That's my game face.
But like, you know, it was fun.
We're going to go to do an email now. We take emails on our website, which is magicovertime.com. You can send in your emails. And we got a question for you, Dwight. This one comes from Connie in Longwood.
Connie
says, I saw your impersonation in Longwood, right? Longwood, Florida.
Longwood.
Connie says, I saw your impersonation of Stan Van Gundy on national TV. What does Stan think of your impression of him? Which you haven't done yet. Have you done that yet?
In front of Stan?
Right now.
No, I haven't done it yet, but.
Go! Run! Move! What are you guys doing out there?
And now he's seen it.
No,
oh wait, Stan doesn't watch this
We wanted
show.
to give you a scenario because I stand behind the bench for the huddle doing sidelines, and let's imagine that Hito hasn't come over to help 5 straight times defensively. Stan calls a timeout. What would Stan say to Hito Turkle?
I don't. Well, I can't say exactly what he says on camera, but he will say something like,
Turk, what the boop, 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 boop.
You know what that means.
I know.
So he says that, but, you know, Stan's a great coach, but he's just funny. Like, he get mad at some of the things that we're like, Coach, man, like, chill out. Like, he'll come to the bench and be like, you guys, what's wrong with you? We're like, Coach, the game is 1-5. We're winning. Chill out. I don't care. I just want you guys to do it. I'm like, Coach, can we just play basketball? We miss a shot.
But there's no way now we're having Stan Van Gundy on this show.
There's no way.
We just lost all chance to have Stan Van Gundy on this show.
Stan is a man. Stan's a great, like, he's like one of the best coaches I've ever had. You know, but he's very emotional, and he's good. You know, he's learning how to text message. So,
I heard about that, the text messaging.
He's always texting us. Like, I'm like, Coach, chill out. Like, he's texting us like all the time. You know, the LOL and OMG.
Nice.
And
OMG.
yeah, oh my God.
Oh, okay.
And all that stuff.
I'm a little behind.
Now, you're pretty good with the impersonations. Who else do you do? Is there anyone on our team that you do? I know you do Shaq very well.
Yeah. We got O'Donnell. We got Keith Bogans.
What about O'Donnell? Let's hear O'Donnell real quick before we go to break.
Well, Dwight, I have to tell you, you are so silly. I can't believe this.
That is spot on, Dwight.
Oh, boy. All right, well, thanks to Connie for her email.
Yep.
Again, you can email our website at www.magicovertime.com for the chance to win tickets. We're actually going to give away tickets in the third segment of the show to December 18th against San Antonio, so stay tuned for that, and keep your emails coming.
Dwight, hang in there. We got one more segment with you. Mad Dog, what's coming up next?
Well, Dante, when we come back, we'll talk with Dwight about his gold medal And we'll also have our first installment of Would You Rather. You don't want to miss that. And also, as a special thank you to you, the Overtime viewers, the first 50 people to text the word GOLDEN to 57375 will receive a code for a free ticket to see the Magic take on the Golden State Warriors on December 22nd. You will receive a bounce-back code to use online at Ticketmaster to receive your free ticket. Text the word GOLDEN now to 57375, and thank you from Magic Overtime with Dante and Galante. Standard text messaging rates apply. We'll be back in a moment.
Magic Overtime with Dante and Galante is brought to you by Tobacco Free Florida.